Hello, Success Academy Union Square, kindergarten and first grade scholars. Mr. Vanterpool is back with you with another video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe and join my fellow talent friends and watch their content as well. I'm so glad to be back with another video. So let's get right into it. We've previously been discussing attacking and defending, making sure you're putting your pieces on safe squares, making sure you're defending your pieces adequately and sufficiently. So today I want to begin to talk about the objective of the entire game of chess. And the objective is not to capture all the pieces. The objective is to checkmate the king. Put the king in a position where he or his fellow pieces cannot capture, protect, or run away from a check. Okay, check is when the king is in, yes, check is when the king is in danger. And when that king is in danger, he is gasping for air. And we have to see if we can capture, protect, and run away. So before we talk about checkmate, I want to talk about checks. And our job today is going to be to safely put the opponent's king into danger. And then once we do that, we're going to spend some time getting out of check when our king is in danger and finding the best way, the combination of the three, capture, protect, or run away, to get out of danger. Okay, let's begin right away. So let's talk about check in one. Okay, so right now our job is to aim at the opponent's king in one move. Pieces put the king in check the same way that they capture. So it's very important that we discuss pawns really quickly, because pawns, they do move forward up, right? They move forward. White pawns towards the 8th rank, black pawns towards the 1st rank, okay? But they capture diagonally. So they're always going to put the king in danger diagonally. Right now we have a rook on the board, and right now it is your job to find a way to attack this black king in one move. And our example arrow shows us that if we put this rook here on E1, we're going to be aiming up at the king. Oh, there goes my arrows. Now it's working. And now we're going to be putting this king in danger. And now black cannot make any other move that does not satisfy protecting this king and getting him out of check. He could run away one square at a time and get off of the E file that the rook controls. You could also use this nice cool bishop here to block the check. That means put a piece in between. So there's Mr. Vanterpool, and it is you who's currently watching this video. And if your parents just stepped in front of the video, would you be able to see Mr. Vanterpool? No, not quite. That means they're blocking the check. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Also, by the way, let me just say that blocking with this bishop is not the greatest idea, because my rook can just capture the bishop. And now you just lost 3 points and your king's in danger again, and you're gonna have to move away. So your best bet is probably just to move away. Check. Now we have this example. Notice there's only one king on the board in each position, so you never have to worry about which king you're gonna put in danger. Right now we realize we must put this black king in danger, but we have a white piece to do it. Right now, we know that queens can attack on files, which is your letter, up and down, on ranks, which is side to side, the 3rd rank here, or they can check diagonally. But right now, based on my previous example, this knight is blocking the check. It seems like the king was already in check, but the knight came to block the check. So right now, we have to find another square that our queen can move to safely. Remember, safe is very important. Remember, we're all at home right now because we're supposed to be being safe. So you want to treat your king the same way, your pieces the same way they attack, and be safe. So let's look at some squares we can go to that can put the king in danger. We have 1. Let's highlight that in red. We have 2. We have this nice move over here, 3. All 3 of these moves put the king in danger, as well as a sneaky move here of capturing this knight. And then you'll be checking the king 1 square away. So let's identify all. If the queen takes the knight, would it be safe? Would that be a safe capture? Yeah, you're totally right. The king could just capture the queen back, and then the king's all safe, out of check. How about the square b6? Is queen b6 a safe check? Meaning, is my queen safe from being captured on this square? I agree. 1-2 turn. 1-2 turn. I'm just going to take your queen. You're done. How about this check on e3? Is this a safe check to the king? Yeah, I agree with you again. This knight is so in our way. It's so in the way right now. 1-2 turn. 1-2 turn. And we're going to lose our queen on this square. So this is not a good check. How about that last check we discussed? Queen h3. Now, when the king is in danger, remember we must do CPR, capture, protect, and run away. Is there a way to capture the queen if the queen is on h3? Yeah, not quite. The knight is too far away. We can't get there. Way too far away. That's not how knights move. Very silly. How about block? Is there a way to block this check? So the beauty about knights is whatever color the knight is on, no matter where it goes on its next turn, is going to end up on a different color. And right now, this knight is on a light square. It will not get to another light square to block this check. How about run away? The king could run away, right? But it is a safe check. Nothing can capture this queen on this square. So queen h3 is accurate. Let's try a few more from this example. So right now there's a king on the board, and our job is to use this white bishop to attack this bishop. How? And what movement? What direction? Yeah, not rings and files. Diagonally. That's how the bishop moves. Diagonally. Awesome. Kind of like the letter X. Okay, so let's look at the two squares we can go to put this king in danger. I can move diagonally to b5. I can move diagonally to g6. I want you to tell Mr. Vancepool which square is safe and which square is unsafe to move to. If you chose the square g6, unfortunately, the rook can capture you on this square, so that's not quite accurate. You want to be safe. Don't let the enemy pieces capture you. If you chose b5, you're absolutely correct. This is a safe check. It is up to black to do capture, protect, or run away. They could run away. They could block. The best way for them is probably just to block with this pawn on c6 and force your bishop to move away. Can we find a check in one? Remember, we're white here. We're attacking this black king. Remember that special piece that checks differently than it moves. Oh, can't get you guys. So smart. d4. And we're attacking this king one square diagonally for a check. Excellent job. Pause your videos and find a safe check. Remember, if a black piece can capture you, it is not a good check. Maybe e4. What do we think? Yeah, no. The queen's going to just capture you. So then we need another 1-2 turn. Rights are tricky, so don't frustrate yourselves. 1-2 turn. And now we have this cool L shape here. Take a look at that one more time. 1-2 turn. And then we have 1-2 turn. Knights are really tricky. You have to think 2 moves ahead with the knight. If I go here, it can do this 1-2 turn on the next move. White to move. Safe check. Actually, 2 safe checks here. Anywhere on e4 or d5 is unsafe because of the knight. Anywhere on the 7th rank is unsafe because of the rook, and also because of the king for the square c7. b5 is not available to us because of the knight. So then how can we check? There's 2 ways. One is rook to g8, check. The queen protects the rook, so the king is not allowed to capture this rook safely. If the king captures the rook, the queen will be sending the king a check, and you cannot move or capture into check. The other option is to bring the queen here to b8 because the rook protects the queen. Last example. First, you should identify all the checks you can possibly make in this position. So let's go through each. I see 1. Oops, let's try it again. I see 1. I see 2. I see moving the knight just about anywhere because the queen will then send a check. I see 4. Let's break each of these down. So queen b5 is not going to work. Queen h4 is not going to work. Rook c2 is not going to work. C7. Rook c7 does not work because the knight can just simply capture. 1, 2, turn. b4 does not work because the knight can capture. 1, 2, turn. h4 does not work because the rook can come down on the file, the h file, and capture. However, I do think that moving your knight anywhere will work because the queen will safely be attacking the king. And now it is up to black to do CPR. Excellent job, guys. Excellent job today, my friends. If you want to get a jump start on getting out of check when your king is already in check, you can get a head start, but we will focus on this in next week's video. Again, make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you would like more chess videos coming to you weekly. If you have any suggestions or any topics that you would like to learn about, please have your scholar, if you're a scholar, tell your parents to email me or text me or call me, and I will be happy to put in some suggestions for some topics on videos that you would like to see. I do want to take it step by step and slowly because check is very, very important. Play chess, be happy, and talk to you all soon.